We're looking at the Bernoulli distribution here. This is generally our simplest example of a discrete PDF. It's only got two outcomes, 0 and 1. And 1 we say has a probability of P, and 0 has a probability of 1 take P. Okay, so this is a Bernoulli variable. P is 0.3, and we can draw a table to describe a PDF. So it could look something like this. 0 or 1, if P is 0.3, then we got that, and it would be 0.7 the other number needs to be, because remember they have to add up to 1 there. Find the mean, standard deviation, and variance. Now there are a couple different ways to do this. One thing that you can do is chuck it into your calculator. So if you do this, you're going to go into the stats menu, and this would be how you find the mean and standard deviation of a PDF in general. So you just go 0 and 1, 0.7 and 0.3. And then we could go calc, we could go set to make sure we got a frequency list on list 2 there. And then 1 var. So the mean would be 0.3 and the standard deviation would be 0.458. Now the variance would be the standard deviation squared. So in our case, the variance, if we just go 0.458 and square it, so the variance is about 0.210. And I guess that standard deviation is an approximate as well. Okay, so that's how you do it with a normal PDF, but with a Bernoulli distribution, there's actually formulas. So E of x is the mean, that's supposed to be equal to P. So if we look at E of x, that's P, and P is in this case 0.3, so that's good. The variance is P bracket 1 take P. So the variance is supposed to be P 1 take P. So this will be, and I might just work down the page, 0.3 times 1 take 0.3, which is 0.3 times 0.7. And if we work that out, I'm hoping it's about 0.21. So let's find that out. 0.3 times 0.7, exactly 0.21, which is good. So I guess we can change this to an exactly equal sign back here as well. Now the standard deviation is going to be the square root of that. So this is a root of P 1 take P, which is root of 0.21, which roughly equals, and let's just work that out. So if we go square root of that answer that we just got, we're going to get 0.458, which is what we thought before. Okay, now what the heck is a Bernoulli variable? Here's an example. So you roll a single dice and you count the number of 4s. So there are only 2 outcomes, so we can get 0 4s or 1 4. Those are the only 2 outcomes. So the probability of this happening is 5 out of 6, because this would be if you roll a 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6. And then the probability of this outcome is 1 out of 6, because the only way to do this is to roll a single 4. Okay, so this is why x is a Bernoulli variable. So it's 2 outcomes, 0 and 1, and it's a fixed probability p. And if we want to draw a table of this, we absolutely can. So our table here would look like this. So 0 and 1, and 1/6 chance of that happening, and 5/6 chance of that happening. So this is roll a 4, and this outcome would be to not roll a 4.